C6.2 Electrolysis of aqueous solutions. High level questions. Question 9. You're asked to write the half equations for the reactions that take place at both the negative and the positive electrode. Potassium bromide, when it's electrolyzed, will give off hydrogen at the negative electrode because hydrogen is less reactive than potassium. It's always the least reactive positive ion that's given off. So 2H plus aqueous plus 2 electrons will give hydrogen gas. On the other positive electrode, 2 bromide ions will form Br2 liquid and lose 2 electrons. Now remember that halides, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, are always given off in preference to anything else that's in solution. Sodium sulfate, exactly the same as the first one. Sodium is more reactive than hydrogen, so hydrogen is given off here. There is no halide, so what happens here is the hydroxide will form oxygen and water and loses 4 electrons. Copper 2 chloride. Copper is less reactive than hydrogen, so copper is given off this time. It gains 2 electrons, it forms copper solid. And chlorine, being a halide, is given off in preference to everything else, so 2 chloride ions form chlorine gas and loses 2 electrons. Question 10. They ask you to discuss the statement electrolysis is a redox reaction. And there are 8 marks for this. So let's have a look and see what we need to write. At the anode, Cl- ions lose their extra electron to the anode and form Cl2 gas. So that means they have been oxidized. So there's another mark available there because they have lost electrons. Half equation written in there as well. Halides are given off at the anode in preference to other anions. That's the rule, it needs to be stated. At the cathode, H plus ions gain electrons from the cathode and form H2 gas. So therefore, this has been reduced. Another potential mark there. The least reactive positive ion is always given off at the cathode. Again, state the rule. H plus is less reactive than sodium. And the half equation, 2 hydrogen ions, aqueous solution, plus 2 electrons, forms H2 gas.